It is that time of year. The NHL 26 official reveal trailer just dropped, and I'm here to give you my honest reactions and a full breakdown of what you may have missed. Honestly, the last few years of these trailers have been a giant blur. So much is flashing on the screen. There's really not much in these, so I'm hoping we get some actual gameplay. If you missed the news, Matthew Tkachuk was named the cover athlete here in NHL 26. Some people love him, some people absolutely hate him, but I think it's hard to deny he at least deserves it. When the cover is yourself holding the Stanley Cup above your head, you probably earned it. The trailer itself is only about a minute and a half, so we're gonna watch it all the way through, just give you a first reaction, then we'll go section by section, breaking this thing down. Man, we really need this to be a good year. Let's get into it.
How do you stand out?
Not the first person, man.
Excellence is already the entry fee. You make things messy. Color outside the lines a bit, you know?
Ooh.
Call it self-expression.
There's some new puck physics in there.
Your signature mark on the game. That's what defines the greats.
New little toey there.
An X factor. It's a quickness no one can catch.
That like skating speed, shot
No
speed
one can
graphic.
take.
The Obi Selly, that goes hard.
Edge work that overwhelms. It's all part of the unique palette you need to make your presence known. Skill, speed, smart, unrelenting will.
Ooh, those puck
A
physics are pretty
motivation and
crazy.
inspiration that stretches back generations and fuels the fire of the next great. This is your
That a
story.
new Be a Pro cutscene? Hold the phone.
Can you see it?
Little one-hander top shelf. Ew.
Superstar impact. Looks good, huh? Show out and show the world who you are.
Lots of new animations in here.
Tell them, check my game.
Powered by Superstar Attributes and Superstar X Factors. And there you have the deluxe edition cover featuring Brady, Matthew, and Keith Tkachuk on there. Pretty sick having the whole family involved. So very similar to the last few years, there's a lot happening in a very little amount of time. We'll go frame by frame and break down everything new that you may have missed. I guess the three main takeaways on my first watch that I get from that is potentially new puck physics that we saw. I mean, that thing was rolling absolutely everywhere. Looked like some new analytics and presentation features with the shot speed, skating speed included there, as well as some new replays. And maybe most important of all, it looked like there was finally a new Be a Pro cutscene. I mean, it was kind of similar to the ones that we've had in the past. You have no idea what I will do if I load into Be a Pro and pricey pond hockey is said in the first 10 seconds. I will be throwing my console out my window. I will say this every year. Never pre-order games based on this 1 minute hype reel. It is just so fast paced. There's so much happening. Wait until we see some actual uncut, unedited gameplay. But in the meantime, let's break this thing down. The first second of this trailer is from a first person point of view, and EA does this again and again in all of their trailers. No, I do not think there will be a first person mode in this game, but if there were first person replays, like if you could watch yourself sniping top shelf from the first person point of view, that would be pretty sick. Seeing as we've seen this time and time again, unlikely. Shout out to Brady Tkachuk and Keith Tkachuk, who also got on the cover. We see some flashes of between the legs, a little spin move, couple different dekes in there, but all those already in the game. Maybe the most interesting part of this entire trailer for me, and I know like for the average person this means absolutely nothing, but the puck physics in this trailer were actually pretty impressive. This first tip in front, he gets a big piece of it, and that puck instantly starts spinning. Whereas before, I think they had like little physics where it would maybe like tilt up or down. Now it seems like the puck is actually dynamic, and in one of the later clips you can even see it kind of rolling around. McKinnon does an interesting move here where he kind of pumps the fake shot and sidesteps over. That's a new deke of some sort, and we haven't had a new deke in an NHL game since the Michigan was added, so that's something. It does kind of feel like it's at the point where what other moves do you really add into the game? Like everything that you can do in real life, you can almost do in the game, but it's nice to see some variations. Like instead of just doing that simple toe drag where you bring it back, now you at least have the ability to do a couple different variations, hopefully on both the forehand and backhand side, so you can fake either way on the defenders. Willie has a nice snipe, and I like the dynamic camera here where it kind of jumps to him on the ice. Hopefully that's not just editing and it actually happens like that, because some of these angles are pretty cool. I'll give them that. Now we see some of the speed presentation with McDavid's skating speed up to 24 miles an hour. Ovi's shot there, 85 miles an hour. That's just a very tiny presentation thing. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I'm assuming this will be implemented into the replay somehow. Hopefully you're not like mid-game and the giant thing popping up on screen above your head. That would just be horrible. But if it's just in the replays, I'm fine with it. There's a quick shot of Natalie Spooner walking in and sniping. So the PWHL, all the jerseys, logos, and players are back into the game, which you'll love to see. Throughout the trailer, they're showing lots of close-up of just skates and down low, and you can kind of see the skates lifting up and down, different animations. I don't know if that's crazy different or if we're just getting a close-up with good graphics. It looks good. I just don't think that's going to be like a huge part of the game, at least that I see. This was the best look at the new puck physics, it looks like. I think they framed together two different shots here because it looked like the puck was going 10 feet wide and then it's just sitting there on his stick. But you can really see this puck roll around. It lands and then actually starts to roll towards the stick. I don't know if those puck physics are actually going to have an impact in the game or if it's more just for show. I think it'd be cool if like the puck's rolling around and you have to take an extra second, settle it down, or maybe it rolls extra for an icing. But if it's in situations where it's very unrealistic or if it just adds randomness, I could see this being a bad thing. We'll just have to see. I do think it's a cool idea. Like puck physics really have never been a thing, so seeing more realism is always better. Couple quick shots of Matthew, Brady, and Keith, generation to generation. Then we get into the Be a Pro. All right, this is a big moment for me. All right, let me have this. So the first frame you see Smith playing on the Mammoth, then it does this quick rewind effect. And in that rewind effect, you see Smith shooting the puck in a World Juniors game on Team USA. I'm hoping this means for your Be a Pro career that you get to start in a World Juniors tournament, which also would hopefully mean that pricey pawn hockey is gone for good. But knowing EA, we have had that for the last 6 years. There's no guarantees. However, this little flashback, I think it's there for a reason. We then see Smith walking onto the stage for his draft night. I might be crazy. Is this a new animation or is it like there's a couple that are very similar to this? I'm hoping there's new cutscenes in Be a Pro. If this is the same, I'm gonna have to go watch one of my old videos and see. It's definitely similar. Please, EA, something new. You then see Smith holding the World Juniors trophy above his head, and then a cut to him with the London Knights. So maybe you kind of get to pick and choose your career. Is there at least the smallest possibility that you have the option to go to college and play college hockey? Because that would change everything. I mean, I feel like they would probably toss it in this trailer if that were the case. But back to Smith, and he's buzzing with the Mammoth. Little one-hander top shelf. That one's definitely new as well. So not only do we have maybe a couple new toe drag or sidestep animations, but also the ability to toss that one-hander top shelf over the goalie's shoulder. I mean, I know that Crosby is like, he's done it. However, this move here, I don't know, man. That's a tough shot. Hopefully it's not overpowered. Pretty sick that you at least have the ability to do it, but holy, that's a crazy shot. Of course, Mitch Marner there with the Vegas Golden Knights. Sorry, Toronto fans. Couple hits. That doesn't really seem new to me. The backhand with the puck physics, again, you kind of see that wobbling through the air. Connor Bedard also hits the toe drag release animation here, and yes, it's been in the game in the past, but it looks like they have finally officially added it. You can really see him pull that in right up close to the skate and then rip it. He does get robbed, but still nice little touch. So we see a couple goalie animations. Are those new though? Vasi with the flashy glove. I mean, I feel like you could probably pick and choose these animations from previous games at some point. Maybe they're a little bit different, but nothing that I really see. Most of the animation changes seem to be with the puck mainly, and then some skating movements, as well as a few new dekes and that new one-handed shot. At the end here, we have check my game as the text, and then powered by superstar attributes and Superstar X Factors. To me, it kind of feels like every year they're making some minor changes to the X Factors. Maybe with the Superstar X Factors, Superstars will actually start to feel more like themselves. But again, that's kind of what they said X Factors were meant to do from the beginning. Hopefully they're getting better in some way, but I don't know. That's kind of just a buzzword to me. It is also powered by Ice Cube 2.0. We got the 2.0 edition. And then NHL Edge, which is actually kind of cool. So that's some of the shot speed, skating speed, the analytical stuff. Maybe like the stat screen has been revamped with NHL Edge stats. You know, who knows? Maybe we have some Corsi in the stat menu. I don't know. Some people love that stuff, and it could be good, especially for like franchise mode guys like myself. We're winning the Stanley Cup this year. Stay tuned. And that is everything that you may have missed here in the NHL 26 reveal trailer. Honest thoughts from me, this seems very similar to the trailers that we've had in the past, where it is just fast-paced gameplay. Yes, there's some new animations, some new little things that you can pick up on, but for the most part, we have no idea how the game is actually going to play from watching this. At the very least, there are hopefully some changes coming to Be a Pro. It looks like you can actually pick your journey a little bit, and again, starting in World Juniors I think would be a very nice touch. With the actual gameplay itself, I am curious how the puck physics are actually going to affect the play. Like if that thing's rolling around, does it affect your shot? If you try to one-tee it off a rebound and it's on its side, is it more likely to go wide? Those are just little things that I'm thinking about. Some of those animations with the skating, shooting, and dekes definitely look cool when they're flashing on the screen, but again, it's way too early to tell. After watching this trailer, I don't really feel more or less confident as to how NHL 26 will be. It's just kind of a wait and see situation. I think it's got some potential, but I do want to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think about this trailer, as well as the cover athletes there with Matthew, Brady, and Keith? I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you are interested in more NHL 26 breakdowns as trailers come out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.